the DCU is officially starting soon, and I'm surprisingly excited for it actually. And I'm especially excited for Superman. I remember being a kid and really being into DC Comics, but nowadays I'm not really into it that much, and I think I'm happy to re-explore that world through the medium of movies. And I think I'm really pleased with the way James Gunn and his team are exploring this new universe. It seems to me at least they're trying to do something brand new and unique, and explore this universe in a completely different angle. And they're doing this by telling stories which have been told before, whether it be through establishing the Bat family, or exploring Wonder Woman's backstory, or even having a Swamp Thing movie. They're not trying to rehash old ground and trying to give audiences a unique perspective on the DC universe, which is actually kind of hard to do considering everything we've already seen before, whether it be through other movies or TV shows. And I really have to salute them for that. In my opinion, if you want to keep this train rolling and see completely new aspects of the DC universe, then I think the DCU needs one specific team, the Terrifics. So for those who may not know, a few years back, DC Comics did this brand new initiative called the New Age of Heroes, where they tried to introduce and reintroduce a plethora of new comic book characters. And it was fine, in my opinion. It was a bit jarring how inspired all of them were, but still very cool in my opinion. For example, Sideways was really cool. He was obviously like a Spider-Man-ish character, but his backstory and his powers made him very much his own person in a very unique way. And I kind of wish he'd come back, but that's whatever. And one team they introduced was the Terrifics. And they were pretty unique, because compared to everyone else, they were made mostly of other already established heroes, such as Plastic Man, Metamorpho, and Mr. Terrific. And they also have a brand new character-ish, Phantom Girl. I remember reading a few of their comics when they came out, and I really enjoyed them. It's clear they're a team inspired by the Fantastic Four, but they also have their own unique voice in that way. In the same way the FF explores the Marvel Universe, they explore the already well-established DC Universe and multiverse. And I think maybe that's why we need them. If you want to explore the more surreal parts of the DC Universe, then they can do that for you. For a bit of backstory, the Terrifics are an ensemble team of superheroes who at first were forced to work together but are now a found family, and a growing one. Which at first may give comparison to the Fantastic Four, but I think every member brings something unique enough that they are separate from that. And we'll see what that is after the break. For example, you have their leader, Mr. Terrific, a man who has aptitudes for aptitudes, making him one of the smartest and most capable heroes in the DC universe. He also has these things called T-spheres, which I'll be honest, I have no earthly idea what they do. They seem cool though. Secondly, you have Metamorpho, a man who was transformed into this kind of monster thing, but now has the ability to transform into any element he wants to, and also any shape, making him, like, very versatile. Thirdly, you have one of my favorites, Plastic Man. He's this washed up criminal and deadbeat dad who turns a new leaf and tries to be a better person. And his powers allow him to stretch his body any way he wants. And I mean any way he wants. He can stretch into animals, vehicles, and fictional characters if he wants to. If you can think it, he can stretch into it. He can also change his own density to make himself a lot more powerful. And he's also, in my opinion, very funny. Except for, the harassment. And I think that's why I like him so much. I like how his comedic side is contrasted with how immensely powerful he is, and also how, at his core, he's also a very tragic person. For example, I'm pretty sure recently a book came out where he's trying to tackle and cope with his own death. He is such a cool character, and I really hope he makes it into the DCU. The final member is actually kind of special. Phantom Girl is actually a brand new character, I think. Brand new, quote unquote. I'm making like the bunny ear things. There is a character named Phantom Girl, but she's different compared to the one we see in the Terrifics. This new version is an alien, and she comes from a planet where the people can phase through matter. And for reasons that are way too complex to explain in this video, she now finds herself stuck in her phased form, and if she tries to unphase, anything she touches explodes. She's actually a really cool character, and I hope to see more from her in the future. So, what are the odds the Terrifics actually make it into the DCU? Well, pretty good actually. Because two of its members, Metamorpho and Mr. Terrific, already exist in the DCU. They'll play some role in the new Superman movie. If they ever do have a movie, I hope the main plot is focused around the larger mystery that James Gunn talked about in the announcement trailer. So I guess now I should do fan castings, but I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of them. I feel like people just take the most popular and their favorite actors in those roles. And to be clear, there's nothing wrong with that, but I really hope they find new and unknown actors to play these roles. But I mean, if I have to, Ben Schwartz as Plastic Man, please and thank you. And I would really like to know what you think in the comments. Do you think they'd be a good fit for the DCU or not? What do you think their first movie should be about? And if you're into fan castings, who would you cast in these roles? Because honestly, I have no idea except for Plastic Man. But anyways, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.